finicky when it comes to streaming it. Picky. Alright, well. Alright, well, good. Oh, wow, I can even move my mouse now. It says 8 people are watching, but I only see Roarbot. Alright, so welcome. So it's time for Amnesia the Dark Descent. I'm going to be playing the whole game tonight. At least that's the plan. This will be my 4th playthrough. Hopefully some of you guys have never seen it before. Let's dig in. Even after 3 playthroughs, this thing kind of still scares me. We'll see if I can keep the hood up. It's a little cumbersome.
Don't forget, some things mustn't be forgotten. The shadow hunting me. I must hurry. My name is Daniel. I live in London at Mayfair. What have I done? This is crazy. Don't forget. Don't forget. I must stop him. Focus. My name is...
Oh!
I am Daniel.
That's not supposed to be there, that mic. I forgot I had the commentary on. Let me see if I can turn that off. Because we don't want those microphones with sprockets floating everywhere, ruining the immersion. Although that is really cool. They're audio clips within the game. So here I am. The floor is covered with Pepto-Bismol and rose petals. Looks like I've had a rough night. Had one too many drinks. Spilled the Pepto-Bismol, and here I am. Whoa. Okay, that's not supposed to be there. So let's get rid of that right away. There we go. Alright, so here we are. I'm a little heavy-footed here. I can crouch and I can lean, but dang, I'm listing and... No idea what's going on. My name's Daniel. I know that much. Well, gosh dang it, I'm going to have to turn the sound up now. It's too quiet. That should be good. Alright, now I wrote a memento to myself, I believe. Follow the liquid trail and find its source. So that's our mission. In this strange, spooky castle. Ooh, game's already getting to me. Man, I've been played this game 4 times and it still gets to me. You just cannot beat its atmosphere. Don't you wish you could rotate things in Skyrim? Well, you can in Amnesia. Heavy drinking! I said... Heavy... come here. Heavy drinking! What the heck? What's wrong with you, bottle? Wow. There we go. Guess you can't smash that one. You have to... physically... It's another great thing about Amnesia the Dark Descent. You can pick up pretty much anything. Unlike Machine for Pigs, where you can only pick up specific objects, which really got on my nerves. Alright. Got a broom. And we got this. Ah! I have a weapon. No, this is not literally a weapon. I'm just making it look like one. Push that door open. Gosh dang it, fine. Alright, monsters. horrors of the dark, wherever you are, I'm going to hit you so hard with this broom. Oh, knocked the head off that statue there. Suit of armor. Oof, shoot. Something's going on. I still got the broom. I got the broom. I'm not letting go of this broom. Oh, yeah. No, no. Not letting go. Bring it. What we got here? I can run a little bit. Oh! Oh! Broom, you guard that door until we need it. Aha! Ah. Paranoia. Okay, you notice how my character's getting a little... That's because I'm in the dark. Hit tab, we can see. We actually have an in-game menu. Unlike Machine for Pigs, where we don't. Health, all is good. Sanity, we got a slight headache. Yeah. And 5 tinder boxes. Alright. I do warn you, the game, especially later in the game, there is some quite a bit of disturbing imagery. But it's Amnesia, what do you expect? Oh no! Clothing, don't need it. Everyone knows Daniel wears nothing but a white shirt. Well, no, actually, he wears a lot more than that. But yeah. Another weapon. Gotta love the physics. Sounds are great, too. Alright, so we're gonna go to the old archives, wherever that is. The other children cheered him on. His name, voiced in a steadily rising pace, urging him to do it. Am I really doing this, the young boy thought, and struck his victim with a rock. I want to go back to the rainy hall, but it won't budge. No. Alright, time to make sure everything's working okay. I'm sure the chat will let me know if it isn't. What happened to my chat? There it is. Alright, we all good? Alright, I don't need to worry about it then. Okay, so here we are. We are in the old archives. I cannot take the torch off the wall. There are some mods that let you do that, but no. Hi! Oh! Okay. Alright, alright. So it's kind of dark. Character's starting to lose it. There's some light in here, though, don't worry. Don't worry. Ah. Old habits die hard. Oh. Tinder boxes. Whoa! There we are. African hissing cockroaches. I don't think there's anything we can light in this room. Alright. Nothing but some boxes. And it's so dark out here. This game is just... Well, it's called The Dark Descent for a reason. Oh. There's an effing hole in the floor. Looks like a meteor came through. And yet there's... Look at this. Okay, so something huge smashed the roof there, smashed this, but did nothing to the floor here. That's a tad bit odd. What's this? Oh my. This game will explain to you why I was so spooked at the beginning of A Machine for Pigs. And I was like terrified at the beginning because I was expecting it to be like this game. Look at this. A lantern. Now, lanterns have limited oil. If you run out, well, you're having a bad day. That darn ambience. Every sound in this game is so sharp and frightening. Okay, now to light this up, what you can do... Use the tinderbox, but you can see it doesn't light up that much. The lantern is the best light source by far. Shoot. 4 times and I'm still nervous. My own footsteps scare me! Books! It's only the wind. More Pepto-Bismol. Alright. What we got in here? Oh my gosh, it's a tinderbox. Oh, and look at this. The liquid trail leads here.
"19th of August, 1839. I wish I could ask how much you remember. I don't know if there will be anything left after I consume this drink. Don't be afraid, Daniel. I can't tell you why, but know this. I choose to forget. Try to find comfort and strength in that fact. There is a purpose. You are my final effort to put things right. God willing, the name Alexander of Brandenburg still invokes bitter anger in you. If not, this will sound horrible. Go to the inner sanctum, find Alexander, and kill him. His body is old and weak, and yours, young and strong. He will be no match for you. One last thing. A shadow is following you. It's a living nightmare, breaking down reality. I have tried everything, and there is no way to fight back. You need to escape it as long as you can. Redeem us both, Daniel. Descend into the darkness where Alexander waits and murder him. Your former self, Daniel."
Objective obtained. Murder Alexander of Brandenburg. A guy we have no idea. My former self apparently hates this guy and wants him dead. Who doesn't love physics? Come on. I will be reading all the notes. There's plenty of Let's Players that don't. Ah, broken glass. Ah. Ooh, a bell. Wonder if it rings. Not really. Oh, what's this? Now you see that that big sigh that just happened. That was progress being made. When that happens, it raises your sanity level. Like you're staying focused. And right now I've only got a slight headache. So every time that happens, that's a good thing. More cockroaches. And I'm starting to go nuts. Crap. Entrance hall. Character was going a little nuts, but now I'm crystal clear. I'm fine. Alright, so here I am. Fairly well lit as far as Amnesia goes. Now, the first thing I do is when I come into a new area, the first thing I usually do is look for torches. Not torches, tinderboxes. Oil. Supplies, basically. There's also something called laudanum, which restores your health. Laudanum is an old drug.
Alexander, is it inside the castle?
In a manner of speaking. Come, bring the lamp. You've been to the refinery, have you not?
I don't believe I have. Is it connected to the... what did you call it?
The inner sanctum. My most precious chamber, Daniel. And it lies well beyond the refinery. In fact, it lies beneath the very stone of Brennenburg.
So that voice we just heard, that was a memory? We're getting fragments. It's called Amnesia for a reason. It's a lot about remembering. Forgetting and remembering. So we're going to open that. And what the heck is this? Machine for Pigs didn't have this. What is this? It is tough and pliant. It can't be torn by hand or tools. So this is very clearly blocking our progress. Some sort of organic tissue blocks the path to refinery. Can it be dissolved? Oh, maybe. So we can't go to the refinery yet. Hit! And can I... oh, I meant to catch that, but I threw it a little too high. Hit! Ah! Maybe on the staircase isn't the best place to do it. Come here. Ah! Come on. Hit! Oh, God. Harder than it looks. Hit! Oh, come on! Catch the rock. Catch the rock. Hit! For heaven's sakes, I've never been so bad at this. Hit! I can't even do it with a little toss. Yes, I did it! That was a wimp toss. If you click it at just the right moment, you can catch things. You can toss them up in the air and catch them. It's harder to do with smaller objects, apparently. Larger ones like pots, it's much easier. Because there's more to click, quite simply. Alright, so what's over here? Well, we got a chest. Oil and a tinderbox. Badly needed. As always. Come on. What are you doing? Sheesh. More African sing cockroaches. See if I can do it with the pot. Huh? Nope. Come on. Huh? Huh? Come on, do it with a chair then. Huh? I've never been so bad at this. Huh? 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 It's on my head. Huh? 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 Ah! Yep. Yep. Ah! Why? I don't remember this ever being this hard. I must have gotten rusty at this game. Yeah! I used to be able to, like, toss them and catch them, like, 5 times in a row at least. Ah, whatever. Oh, look! Oil. And this is the exit. We get to leave. We're leaving this horror house. No, we're not. We're not leaving. Come on, I can't even catch you directly in front of me. Gosh, how bad am I? Hip. Hip. Screw you, chair. Alright, what we got up here? Whoops! Forgot about that. Alright, so we got a... It won't budge. I wonder why. Who knew there were so many boulders and beams just lying around? Archives. Alright. Traveling to Dover meant going through Canterbury. He made sure to pay a visit to avoid the sense of guilt connected with neglect of family. Shame on you, Daniel. So welcome to the Archives. This place is spooky as heck. In this game, everything gets worse before it gets better. Every time. Shutting yourself in a room is usually a good idea. Aha! Ooh. Wilhelm's contract. I hereby offer my full attention and services to Alexander, Baron of Brennenburg. This contract will reign for a total of 3 years, when my freedom shall return to me. In addition, Alexander, Baron of Brennenburg, is to recommend my services at the Prussian royal court and within the sanctum of the Order of the Black Eagle. May no man break this seal. Wilhelm of House Scarich. Knock it off, chair. Also, the controls make you feel like you're almost always going to trip. They're not very smooth. That's intentional. And I'm out of lantern oil.
May 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure. The professor was confident it was the tomb we sought and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark, cold night. Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber. No matter what the professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum.
All for science, or history, or whatever you want to call it. And I'm out of oil. I need to find an oil potion. Old tomes. Let's get in there before we go insane. Is there a light source in here? Oh! Okay. We're going insane. We're actually starting to lose it. Somebody's playing a piano. You hear that? Slight headache. Health. All is good. Oh! I forgot. I have to manually refill it. Forgot all about that. No wonder I was out of oil. There we go. Ooh. Ah. Now I just need to spray paint Doncroft was here on the wall and we're good to go. That's study, right? Yeah. Local history. Okay, so let's see. The door leading to local history is locked. Is there another entrance? In my first playthrough, a sound like that would have me just running like there's no tomorrow. And you're like, oh, none of these sounds are real. Well, maybe, maybe not. You never know. Okay, come on. You guys hear that. Man, this area! Gosh, fourth playthrough and it still gets to me. God, it's so creepy. Alright, light it. Light it. Safe.
Is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
We're just buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be done about the walls. We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will tremble and there's a risk everything will cave in on us, especially downstairs. Here, and there. Let's get the servants working on it.
Well, there's definitely been a lot of trembling now there, hasn't there? Someone's playing that piano again. Not all that well, I dare say. Fragile but not breakable by hand. That sounded like a cave-in.
17th of May, 1839. My hands tremble as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside. I was trapped.
So now he's stuck in some ancient structure. At least in the past, this is his, like, recollection. I know he's seeing notes, but I think they're actually fragments of his psyche. I don't think there's literally notes from his diary everywhere. Look at the light. Look at the light. So, must find a new way out of this area. We're rather trapped.
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
We're in some kind of well, this whole area is a library. You hear that? Nastiness. There's some sort of secret door mechanism in the local history room. Okay, there's a note there. Well, guess how we get it out? We break the glass. Wow. This glass seems resistant. I never knew this glass to be resistant. Unless it's already broken. Maybe it's already broken. Oh, it is. No wonder. Haha. Allstadt and Brennenburg Castle, 1801. Here we go. Another region rich with lore is Allstadt, deep within the East Prussian woods. For centuries there have been stories surrounding the hamlet and its neighbor, Castle Brennenburg. The quiet forest-clad mountains, dressed with scattered lakes, is as picturesque as they can be. Albeit the area is haunted by the dark. Ask any local, and you will hear proof of the widespread superstition. All travelers should indulge themselves in such conversations, since they will certainly serve as exciting entertainment. All of them have been known have their own twists on the tales, but there are some motifs that keep reappearing. The Gatherers. This story reaches all the way back to the time of the 30 Years' War. It is said that soldiers who abandoned their duty got lost in the cold, dark woods, and were forever damned to roam the grounds. Their bodies, wrought by their tainted souls, have left them disfigured and empty of essence. Many have cited them over the years and described them as horrid revenants. They move silently through the woods, shying away from any beholder. They are called gatherers, as they seem to follow some ambition of stealing living creatures. It is their prey which can be heard struggling inside damp burlap sacks, dragged behind them, which reveal their presence. What dark scheme do they follow? A visit undone. Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa, the well-known erudite, visited Allstadt at the start of the 16th century. He resided in the local inn for a fortnight as he looked for remnants of the kingdom's past. During his stay, all the prominent members of society paid notice, and he is mentioned in all records of the time. One day, he went to investigate a burrow in the northwestern glades, only to never be seen again. Heinrich is known to have passed away in Grenoble some 10 years later. He dismissed the notion of ever visiting Allstadt, which makes you wonder what really happened. Who was this mysterious man who visited the sleepy hamlet in the woods? And what happened to him? The immortal Baron. The Baron of Brennenburg lives a reclusive life with his family at his castle nearby, Allstadt. And like most those of noble birth, rumors are inherited alongside the title. Researching the history reveals little before the castle was consumed by fire in the late 16th century. It was rebuilt by Alexander, a nobleman from the Rhinelands, claiming the role as protector of the Prussian state. Alexander helped the region to flourish and remained popular throughout his presumed lifetime. The family has always been secretive when it comes to lineage and heritage. Therefore, the birth and death of Alexander and his offspring has never been fully recorded. This has fed the idea that the Baron is in fact the one and the same who came from the West over 300 years ago, lived through the time of occupation, and joined the coveted Order of the Black Eagle, along with the great leaders of the country. Okay, this will be a break in the video when I'm making the highlights. I also am going to grab some water. Seabass, welcome. Myra, welcome. Roarbot, Bo Jenkins, all you brave souls, welcome, welcome. I will be right back, alright? Right back.